Hey, what's up, guys? This is part 2, and if you guys have just tuned in, go back and watch part 1. I mean, you already missed half of my room, so just go back. Alright? And, as I said in the first video, anything you see in here can be requested as a video review. As long as I say I won't review it. Like, won't review that. So, don't request it. But anyway, we get to the top of my, what I call the white shelf. And pretty much what this is just a, well, on the top we have my favorite figure of all time. This is the one I would save. If I had to get rid of everything in my collection but could only save one figure, it would be this guy. Which I moved him, because he used to be on a different shelf. Got my Blue Beetle, my favorite Batmobile of all time. Got my Batman the Brave and the Bold, and this little tiny Dark Knight figure I have. We have this Batman Beyond figure I found. We also have this really cool bust I have of Batman and a lightsaber. We have this this Blue Beetle, and then that Blue Beetle with that cool vehicle. And this figure actually came with that vehicle, and I took his extra pieces and gave it to him. But I would really like someone to actually request these Blue Beetles being reviewed, because I would love to review those. We have my these are actually Masters of the Universe vintage figures I actually found at a store named Savers, and I just love He-Man, so I had to buy them. And the gimmick still works on him. I just need to, I actually just leave it like that so I don't stress the gimmick, but it will still work on him. Anyway, we get to my Batman Timeline shelf. It's pretty much just like, animated series would actually go here, but we got, animated series, New Adventures, Beyond, the movie, Batman, we got the Batman, Batman Begins, Dark Knight, and then this really cool Batman figure. And we also have some other figures in the back. These are Megos, and these are mostly some of Charlie Flat, Dr. Mego figures. I do have a few Charlie Flats in here. Like, my dad actually made that custom. I actually made this custom harness. That was, let's see, this was a Dr. Mego. This is a vintage, Mego with the action punch. So this will actually, the gimmick doesn't work, but these will use to flip a switch into a punch. That's a, I'm not sure if that's a Dr. Mego or, I think this is a Charlie Flat. And that's a vintage Robin Mego, but my dad loves Mego, so he gave me his collection. Go to this shelf and we have more Megos. Long Ranger, Tonto, Gambit, that Red Tornado is definitely a Dr. Mego, including, like, some of the figures in the back, like, all of those, figures with the box right there, those are Dr. Mego. Red Skull. Some of my Pez. Blue Beetle. Smokey and the Bandit. And this cool little Matrix I made out of clay. Buck Rogers card. Batmobile. Ben 10, love Ben 10. My Phantom. One of my favorite superheroes. I got a little ring of him. And an awesome Mego with an awesome Mego stand. Love the Phantom. He's one of my favorites. Definitely my third favorite superhero. Just some other stuff. Foam Batmobile. Foam Batarang. And then some other stuff. So you can see I got a lot of cool stuff on this shelf. This shelf has my little Danny Phantom. I love that show. I'm surprised he actually didn't get a toy line. But anyway, there's my other, you know what, I'm going to get a flashlight to show you, but there's my other Greatest American Hero. Still won't review him. Some PBC figures. This is my, this was Power Rangers RPM, not RPM, but Operation Overdrive, had my favorite Megazord designs. So I had these little tiny figures, and yes, this piece right here is a custom piece I made. I am actually the only person to ever make a custom piece for this toy Megazord. In fact, I even made a custom Megazord for this thing. And I actually really do want to review these things. I have this really nice plan to do. It's all in my head. I just need someone to request it because I have some other things I really want to review. But anyway, so we got all my other stuff. Got the Transformers movies behind RoboCop and Godzilla, and then the Star Wars trilogy. So yay. This is my fully completed Retro Action line. I have every single figure from Wave 1 to Wave 4. All of them. even the Comic-Con exclusive, which thank you, Dr. Miko, for giving this to me. I very much appreciate it, and I am really thankful for you giving me this Comic-Con figure. And I'm thankful for my dad, too, because he also helped get this. But I have all of them, and I really do need to actually review Wave 3 and Wave 4. Future review, don't worry, that will come eventually, one day. But hey, I have them all. Including the Green Lanterns were actually Matty Collector exclusives, so yeah. We got my Batman shelf, still all my crazy Batman variants, and I will put out a Batman video review. I've been prologuing one for a while. And we got some of my other Dr. Miko figures, including my Ultraman. Love that one. My dad did a lot of custom work on that one. So now that we've shown you the white shelf, I'm going to show you the black shelf. Now we'll start at the top with my Blue Beetle figure from Brave and the Bold. We got the Thor Slurpee Cup that Will told me to review, and I did. And it was an awesome review. Go check it out. Buck Roger boxes and my Batmobile. 1966 Adam West Batmobile Hot Wheel Metal Edition. I will not review this thing because I actually plan to keep this in box. Unless I buy another one, then I'll open that one, but I'm keeping this one in box. We got my Mego packaging and some custom umbrellas for the Penguin. This shelf, pretty much everything on this shelf actually hasn't changed at all. But we got my vintage figures here. These are vintage. And we got my vintage Megos, and then we got my Batman villains that have not changed at all. In fact, I actually lost his weapon. We got two more Batmobiles. This is the Batman, and this is a snow thing. But we got my broken Hulk, which I need to fix, and more vintage. These are actually vintage Mego figures. So let me just kneel down so I can continue to show you. This right here is my vintage slash non-vintage. I got my Ultraman figures, which I actually really want the Ultra Act figures. They're really highly articulated figures in Japan, but they're really expensive to buy. But we got my Mandarin, my Flash Gordon, my Buck Roger figures. Really like these. These are some of my favorite Megos. So I got them, and some vintage. Like, that's Space Coast. Love Space Coast, one of my favorite superheroes. He's actually my dad's favorite superhero. That was a Dr. Mego custom. Same with that, Hal Jordan, The Vision, Spectre, and Daredevil were both Dr. Mego or Charlie Flack customs. We got Fisto, the only other Masters of the Universe classic figure I own. And we got my playset of the USS Enterprise bridge. Only place I could find that could fit this thing. And we got some custom Megos I'm working on. My Batman stuffed something. I don't know, I found this thing in a crate and heck, it's Batman. Might as well put it on my shelf. And as you can see, that is my entire collection. We got the black shelf, the white shelf. We just got everything. I mean, I showed you everything I have in my collection. Quick overview. That's everything in my collection. These things I'm going to plan to fill. So yeah, that's literally my entire collection. And was a part 2. I thought it would be part 3, but hey, I've been wrong before, many times. But yeah, so this is my entire collection, and you know what? It's still growing. There's still a ton of the Iron Man figures I really want. There's still a lot of Batman figures I plan to pick up. There's still some Batman Batmobiles I want to pick up. Still some Batman Hot Wheels I want to pick up. There's still Generator Rex figures I want to pick up. And there's a couple of Bakugan I want to pick up. There's still more Green Lantern stuff I want to pick up. And with the Avengers movie coming out soon, I'm really going to be screwed. Why? Because I won't have room for the huge 3-foot-long helicarrier. It will probably go on my floor right next to that basketball. Because it's 3 feet long. That's way too big for any of my shelves. Trust me, I've took a tape measure and measured. And the Q-Jet, I won't have any room for that. I mean, it won't fit on this shelf. It won't fit on that shelf. I mean, I'm really running out of room, so I will have only room for the action figures, which will be going on this shelf and these two shelves. And there's still a bunch of Spider-Man figures I actually want to buy, and a couple Captain Americas, still some Wolverine figures. But yeah, this is my entire collection, and it's still growing, and it's something I love to do. I love to collect because it's a lot of fun. Now, I'm not one of those guys who just buys a toy to buy it and keeps it in a box and no plays with it. There's a few times, like I still will not open him or my Batmobile that's over there. I mean, I will not open those, but I love to play with my collection. I mean, they're toys. They're meant to be played with. I just take care of them more and display them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this really long look at my collection. I had a lot of fun making this video, and I had a lot of fun showing you guys my collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And remember, anything you guys request, I will show it as a video review. As long as I said I wouldn't review it, or I already reviewed it. Just pick what you want and I'll review it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this look at my collection, and I hope we'll get to 200, which will be my other collection video, which will be updated. And I will update you on the USS Enterprise. But till then, click on my channel to check out my other videos. You can hit the subscribe button up there and subscribe to my channel. I would very much appreciate that. You can like the video, and I would appreciate that as well. And you can also tell people about my channel. I would appreciate that. And I would also like to thank all of my subscribers. You guys have stuck with me, and I'm glad you did, because I'm really thankful, and I've just gone off too much. So please subscribe, appreciate it, and request, and I will review. So till then, adios.